Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 20th. You can't hear it now, but there are going to be some jackhammers going off intermittently during this video. Woke up a little later than I usually do, a lot later than I usually do today. I forgot to hit the final save button on my alarm. And it was so dark this morning because it was raining. So what actually woke me was the lovely sound of the jackhammer. They're working on the streets outside. So those will be lovely once they're done. October 20th. It was this day 4 years ago that I was sitting on my boyfriend at the time's couch. I got a phone call from my mom. And I could tell instantly by the sound of her voice that this wasn't going to be a good call. She let me know that my sister, her daughter, had passed away that day. I remember just being numb and in shock. It was like that for months, actually, for the most part. Like I was living in a cloud, watching my body, watching me live. Couldn't even believe it was real. I miss her every day. I miss her, and I talk to her. She was always the best listener. She could always see through my bullshit. I miss that. Someone's got to keep me in check. I didn't always get to have her in my life. In fact, there were 20 years where she wasn't. See, Devon is technically my half-sister, but I don't view any of my sisters as half. They're my sisters. I love them. They're family. But because we were half-siblings, we had different dads. So we were raised in different households for the most part. And when our mom and my dad split up, I didn't have as many connections to my mom, our mom, really any, for a couple decades. I didn't have connections with my sisters either. In fact, at the time, for a long time, I would refer to myself as an only child. And would only tell those closest to me about my sisters, who I can't imagine my life without now. And when Devon and I reunited, It was really the first of my sisters. I have 2 others. It was the first of the reunions. And when we reunited, I wasn't sure how I was going to go. She had a long history of drug use, and she wasn't fully there. And I had no judgment for her. I didn't care, and in terms of, I didn't think less of her. It didn't stop me from wanting to be with her. It did for 20 years, that, and like I said, not really wanting to be associated with her mom for a long time. But when we reunited, that was set aside. Her judgments and worries and concerns about me were set aside. And, you know, there's a lot of details that go into this story. But the short version is, we moved mountains to get her to Chicago from Cincinnati to come see me. And when she showed up outside O'Hare, I didn't even know she was going to be there. Her phone wasn't working. Wasn't sure if she made her plane. But there she was, there to see her sister. That was in 2014. And between 2014 and 2016, when she passed, we got really close. I was fortunate to be asked to be the maid of honor in her wedding. Devon brought us all together. Shortly after Devon and I reunited, got closer with my other 2 sisters, Nicole and Teresa. Thanksgiving of that year of 2014, we were all in the same room, my sisters and I and our mom, at the same room at the same time, for the first time in our entire lives. It's one of, if not the most profound memories that I have. I'm so grateful for it. I ate and sat around playing the guitar and singing, almost as if all that time and distance just wasn't there. We were just family. There was just love. And so that set the stage for us to spend more time together as a family and to be able to unite and hold each other up through Devon's death. To sit together and comfort one another at her funeral. And I remember distinctly on the way from the church, the funeral home, it was a church, to the cemetery, driving somberly, silently with my mom and my stepdad, Bub. We were listening to music, and this song came on. This is for you, Devon. Ooh, 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 ooh Ooh, 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 ooh. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. High, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dreamed of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white, the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also in the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? Ooh, 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 ah, ah, hey, ah, 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 ah. I love you, Devon. I miss you. And I'm going to give out your love today.